I'm Sylvia Zingeser, and I have a son. His name is Ben, and he has a mental illness. He's bipolar with a schizoid affective disorder, dual diagnosis. His dual diagnosis is alcohol. And then I got a text message from him saying, I've had it, love ya. And I knew that that was another suicide call saying, I'm done. And that's when I said, Ben, let's go to the hospital, because I could tell he was in very, very bad mental shape and he was drunk. And he says, nope, I'm done, I'm done. And I said, he started walking off. He says, I'm done. And I said, you can't do this. He has 2 grown sons, both in college. And I said, you can't do this to the kids. Please reconsider. We got in the car and we tried to find him walking toward the Sandy River, which would be toward Gresham on Powell Boulevard. And we saw him walking and staggering, and I had my husband stop. I got out of the car. I followed him. I finally I got close enough that I tried to talk to him again, and it was obvious that he was really tired of being sick. And at one point, the last thing I said to him, what was crossing my mind is, do I let him go and actually commit suicide, because he is so sick of being sick? I told him, I said, I love you, Ben, goodbye. And I got back in the car and I said, you know, there's a part of me that's not going to call the police. But I said, the kids, they need for him to stay alive. The Gresham police were the first 2 officers to show up. And they started talking to him and then put the handcuffs on him. He did not resist, which I was so thankful for. And one of them came over to talk to me, and I explained that I needed to take him to the VA. And they wanted to know where we lived. And that meant that Portland police would take over, because that's right there at the line. So there actually were 4 officers who were involved.
Started talking with him, and I could tell that he did not want to talk to us at all. He did not want to go along with anything we were saying. He really didn't want to answer very many questions. At one point, he started falling over like he was passing out. I'm not sure if he was actually passing out or not. We called for Code 3 ambulance, got those guys coming. Once the ambulance got there, we talked to them, and I had calmed him down along with my partner. We had calmed him down enough that we could take him out of handcuffs, and he voluntarily wanted to go up to the VA hospital. I wasn't too sure if he was voluntarily going up to go get himself help or just to get himself out of the situation, which we've come across before. So I followed the ambulance up there, talked to the doctor, and got him all situated. And he was actually very cooperative, and once we got him out of the situation that he was in, it turned out to be pretty good for him.
I thought they did an excellent job, and it was a relief to know that that could happen like that. Now, part of it depended on my son's behavior. You know, if he'd have resisted, that would have been a different scenario, as we call it. You know, but there wasn't any sense of agitation. There was a lot of compassion. The officers had a lot of compassion. And I think all the training that they've been getting, I think that the VA training that they've had on how to deal with vets with post-traumatic stress syndrome has really been very, very helpful.
The best part about all of it was being able to help the mom and the son. The mom was previously married to a Portland police officer who attempted to commit suicide, and they have that suicide in their family. And she said it's been an underlying factor most of his life and most of her life, and she just wants to see him get the help he needs. And I'm just glad that we were able to be there to help him and to help her facilitate that. And it actually went very, very smooth. And unfortunately, it seems like the more routine call that we're getting every day is the call of a suicidal person. And I think that the police bureau is doing a great job, especially all the street officers are doing a great job managing those situations, using the least amount of force and getting people the help that they need.
Thank you. Thank you for being there. I really, really appreciate it.